at Ridgeview High School right here in Columbia, South Carolina. I've had the pleasure of speaking multiple times here at the State House as I advocate for strengthening human trafficking legislation. Let's see. These speaking engagements that I have procured over the years have not been possible without my teachers or administrators. Before I delve into why we need to make changes to this bill, I need to express why educators mean so much to me. My mother is a teacher. Unfortunately, she could not be here today as she is out being a mom to my 3 other younger brothers. After a long 8-hour day of teaching to 20 other promising young 4th graders. My mentor is a teacher who, after an 8-hour day, is here advocating for her rights and the rights of her students, and will go home after this and probably work 2 or more hours preparing for the next day. Many of the most influential people in my life have been teachers. Teachers who are overworked and underpaid. People who know me best know that I'm very interested in economics. I have to retain economic concepts fairly quickly. One that I've recently learned goes just a little like this. When a firm cannot pay its variable costs or its labor costs, it is at its shutting down point. Likewise, when employees are not getting paid just compensation for the work they are doing, they will leave the industry. The industry will fail, and the owners and the general public will have to learn how to function without this industry. How does that connect with public education, you might be asking, in South Carolina? It's simple. When you do not pay teachers a living wage or compensation for extra meetings, tutorings they are often pressured to partake in, and many other activities, you are not meeting your basic variable costs. Your employees have bachelor's, master's, and oftentimes PhDs and doctorates, but will leave the industry, resulting in a teacher shortage. Does that sound familiar to anyone? So in South Carolina, we have a teacher shortage, and we don't have people like me graduating and filling these spots. Why? As I just said, because of people like me. I'm an exceptionally smart individual with great leadership potential and a knack for teaching and mentoring kids. Yet up to this point in my life, I have been told, you're smart, do something else. You're talented, do something different. Nobody has ever encouraged me to be an educator. The simple reason is because teachers are being treated terribly across the country, which includes South Carolina. A 10% raise has been called impossible. But simple economic theory tells us that nothing is impossible. We need to reassess and restructure the way we give tax deductions and use the monies already in the system. This will give my mom the opportunity to put food on the table without missing a payment on rent or her car payment. It will give her the opportunity to move her 4 kids out of a small apartment and into a house. It will give her the opportunity not to live paycheck to paycheck. But most of all, it will give her the opportunity to live instead of merely surviving. This is personal not just to me, but to you. Nobody in this room can say that they are in the position they are in today without a teacher. This bill needs to be amended, and you, members of the subcommittee, have the power and the responsibility to do so. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Thank you, and I can tell you haven't been, this is not your first